Well, my microphone my OBS seems to have a mind of its own and decided that I didn't need a microphone. That sucks. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. Thanks for joining. I'm going to make some coffee. Yeah, well, it is weird when it does that. It just decides that, you know, people don't need to hear me anymore. Trying to empty out this K-cup here. What's up, Julio? How you doing? Here we go. All right. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. How's it going? Damn it. Of course I need water. You know, I should really just start checking this at the beginning of a show. All right, let's see here. All right. Well, now we have coffee going. What's up, Michael Wallace? Still got my shoes and socks on from walking my kids out to the bus stop. Ah, good morning. Merry Christmas, says Julio. Merry Christmas to you, Julio. All right, let's see here. You said not much. All right. What's up, Skeptic? How you doing? All right, and now I gotta see who I should start with here. I need the Mega Man 6 boss order. All right, Flame Man. I dig these early streams. Hell yeah, dude. I try. I really do try to get on for these streams. Some days it's just so tough though, but... And I went to bed late last night. I went to bed at 3:30. But I am most definitely like... just super tired. But... could be more tired though, you know? Like I'm not as tired as I feel like I should be for having only gotten 4 hours of sleep, or not even. My kid gets so mad at the toys that he plays with, it's crazy. Weird. This part. Oh man, seriously. That's a long jump. I wouldn't have made that. I wouldn't have made that if there was fire. Like that jump I would not make. Oh my gosh, I knew it. All right, let's go ahead and reset because I've lost all my lives here. Yeah. Yeah, I love coffee, that's for sure. Huge coffee fan. All right. Let's try this again, shall we? Here we go. All right, let's not make the same mistake twice here. Ooh. Come on now, this part's tough. That fire is instant death. Here we go. Got past it. Yay. Perfect. There we go. This is one Mega Man that I really have not beaten legitimately. I've beaten it with Rewind before, but I've never beaten this game without Rewind. Oh, look at that. I'm starving, waiting for this diner place to open. I have a graham cracker right here. Y'all ever dipped a graham cracker in coffee? It's pretty good, honestly. The graham cracker just like nearly disintegrates. Breakfast burritos are good. Hey, Miss Joanna, how you doing? It is. It'll give my coffee like a cinnamon flavor too. Is there really any point in pointing that out, Miss Joanna? I just started the stream and it's the morning. You know, I mean, you know, last night I had 40 people watching on YouTube, but you didn't see that. Hit the like button if you can, to maybe help get someone else in here. You never know, but it is super early. Alright, there we go. Now let's take down Frostman. Blizzard Man. Not Frostman. The music in this game is fantastic. What's up, Chris Knapp? How you doing, brother? Welcome in, dude. Such good music to this game, honestly. There we go. Oh shit. Thought I made it past it. Nappy nap. I could use a nap today. There we go. Let's get this thing. Perfect. Let's not waste any of that though. You're playing Arc Raiders? I heard that was really good. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Let's destroy that thing. Perfect. There we go. Got it. I love the power-up Mega Man here. Oh, that was a funny glitch there. There we go. That was pretty good. Like the way that did that. Arc Raiders looks fun. Is it similar to Helldivers? Even the name sounds similar. Helldivers, Arc Raiders. It sounds like, not that that's a bad thing, but it just sounds like a similar name. Like if they made, like, instead of God of War, if another company made like Deity of Battle. Like, it's not the same. And not making fun, I've heard Arc Raiders is really good. It's good with a team that sounds just like Helldivers. Once again. Oh my gosh, what the fuck? I can't believe that just happened. There we go. Arc Raiders looks fun. I've seen gameplay of it, I believe. Like, just very little. Maybe it is something I should jump on eventually, though. Alright, let's see here. Who's next? Plant Man. Blizzard Man, Plant Man. That would actually make sense, because Blizzard beats Plant. Blizzard destroys Plant. I'll play with you for sure. I'm not good, but it's fun. Oh, I'll be terrible. Don't worry. You'll be better than I am. Yeah, that's not a worry. You'll be better than I am at the game, that's for sure. I hate those guys. Not even worth fighting. We got to get back to spreading the... Oh, yeah. Helldivers 2, unfortunately, doesn't stream very well. No, I'll be real honest, I'm not going to be doing Helldivers 2 anytime soon. Stars don't come in at all when you play Helldivers. Hey, what's going on, John? I figured there'd be something more in there. I understand how I already have 4 E-tanks. But I don't want to redo any of this. Yeah, I definitely would have been alive. That's for sure. Damn. There we go. Wait, needed that. I'm glad these things don't randomly close on you. Once they're open, they're open. Motherfucker, are you kidding me? This level's pretty tough. How you doing, John? Fuck. Thank you. So, Mega Man 4, I think, had some of the worst enemies, worst bosses. You had Toad Man, who basically said "nana nana boo boo." You know, like that was his attack. He basically waved his button, it rained. That was his attack. And then you had Gall Man, and you know, you had Bright Man. No, I think Mega Man 4 had the worst. But also Mega Man 4 did introduce something cool, which was being able to find extra components for Mega Man throughout the level. And Mega Man 4 introduced extra components throughout the level. Mega Man 5 introduced having to find a letter in every level to get Beat, the bird. So yeah. And this game actually gave you different routes to take per level. Honestly, the music for Mega Man 6 is some of the best I've heard in the series in a while. Well, not in a while, but Mega Man 5 music was okay. Mega Man 5 had some decent parts. But all the stage music for Mega Man 6 is really good. Mega Man 4 is still really good and I enjoy it, but could be better. Or it could, the bosses could have been a little better. I think by the time 6 rolled around, people were just tired of Mega Man. Oh, cool. Take care, Thomas. Have a good one, man. It's been a hot minute. I don't remember you. Welcome in, though. I don't mean that in a negative way, but I just don't remember you. Welcome in. To me, you're a new viewer. And that's not a bad thing. But I don't remember you, Samantha. Welcome in. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I remember you now. Oh, yeah. Absolutely remember you now. You're not a new viewer. You're a great viewer. Thank you so much for not taking it personally and just throwing me a bone. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's awesome. Welcome back. Where you been? How are you? Doing good. Happy holidays, man. Also, you're probably talked to... Oh, yeah. No, I do. And I try to remember everyone, but it's impossible. You know, if I don't see you, like, once a day or... you know, once a week or something like that, then it just kind of slips my mind, you know. And also, too, to be fair, you don't really have a, you know, profile picture for me to, like, you know, go off of immediately and, like, kind of associate you with, you know. But no, you're right, I do talk to a lot of people. Like, oh yeah. All right, we got the old silver tea. All right, next is Yamato Man. Thomas, we'll see you later, buddy. Do you actually have ADD? Not trying to get personal, just curious. Yeah, I was diagnosed in 2019. I don't take offense to that. That's a good question. Yeah, in 2019, I actually went to 3 months of therapy at a place called SSM Healthcare. I was very much on the verge of unaliving, no longer being on this planet. Quality. Yeah, so I went to 3 months of outpatient therapy for that. I went on an FMLA leave from my job, and I was doing this for 2 years at the time, and I kind of like took that as a way to step into doing this full time. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go on my leave here, and I'm gonna, you know, since I don't have a job while I'm on leave, I'm gonna do this instead and see if it works out. And it did, and I've been doing it ever since, and I've been happy. But yeah, so yeah, I got diagnosed with high functioning autism, of course ADD, and then And then extreme anxiety is how they diagnosed it. Extreme anxiety. I don't know. What's up, Jay? How you doing, buddy? Welcome in, man. How's it going, dude? Jay, welcome, welcome. That's a very fair question. I'm finally off work. I'm so exhausted. Man, I bet. Lordy. Well, hopefully work wasn't too rough on you. But I can imagine you have a very exhausting job. What's up, Justin Vogel? There you go. Man, it is windy outside. Here we go. Tell me something new, Jay. What's going on, Justin? Tell me something new, buddy. Ah, same boat, but I was diagnosed in 2023. I love that story. Kind of have similar origins. Small world, right? Hey, there's a reason you found my channel, you know? Who knows? That could be the reason. Maybe to just find someone with common ground, you know? Another lovely day in the neighborhood. I'm just in my car in the parking lot. I worked back-to-back 16-hour shifts. Holy shit, dude, are you kidding? Do you get to sleep at work at all? Like, do you get to take like a couple hour nap at least here and there? Holy shit, back-to-back 16-hour shifts. Good lord. That's crazy. That's just nuts, Jay. Crazy, crazy. You are a megazord of a worker, good sir. Alright, Nightman. Listen to how awesome the opening to this level is. I love that. Such a cool way to open a Mega Man level theme. I try to sleep in my office, but being assistant to the regional manager is a hard job. Yeah, dude, good lord, wow. I mean, yeah, who knows? I would just maybe look up and see if you have, like, some kind of rights as a worker working that many hours, like they need to give you, like, a nap or something. I don't know. Who knows? I just worry about you, Jay. That's insane. That's a lot of working, good sir. Those people are lucky to have you. Jay works at a retirement home and he busts his ass. I would say probably harder than anyone I know, I would say. Maybe Fat Clat, I don't know. Either way, Jay, we're proud of you, buddy. That's awesome. Here we go. Glad you can skip those. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Got him. Perfect. You need tech again? I'll take a free man. I need that. I'll take it. Man, thank God. Last night was a crazy night streaming, man. It has been so super slow this month. It's been one of my lowest starts possibly this year. So keep your fingers crossed for me if you can that things pick up like crazy. Like picking up like the wind outside that I hear. You can see the wind on the water outside. It was that hard of wind right now. Pretty crazy. Oh, here we go. Aisha, welcome in. How are you? Alright, let's use the V spear to beat this enemy. I signed up for a managerial program. The program is like taking college course. If I pass, I get promoted and moved up to corporate. Really? Dude, no shit. Well, I don't have any doubt that you'll pass, dude. That's awesome. Wow, man. The program takes normally 3 years to complete, but what, are they willing to give you a test to see if you're just ready? Alright, Centaur Man. Well, that would be really cool, Jay, if you get that. Testing, performance reviews, budgeting, staff evaluation, customer satisfaction reviews. Makes sense. So kind of everything that you're doing. That's cool. Well, that's neat, Jay. I really hope that you nail it. I'm sure you will, dude. That's awesome. This, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't hit there. I like how you don't have to get an E-tank to fill this thing up. Like it just fills itself back up and is ready again. That's one thing I really like about the extra add-on powers in this game like this. And this is the neat part right here. Like having to jump up into the water. Oh no, the grind is not going to be easy at all, Jay, you're right. But my gosh, you'll... So is it gonna take... So is it gonna take you 3 years? No, it's not really that early into the month, Skeptic. I appreciate you though. The month goes by very quickly, man. The 10th turns into the 15th really quick. 15th turns into the 20th really quick. No, I mean, I appreciate you, I really do. I love that you're trying to be positive, but man, I'll tell you what, it's... Okay, so you do have to go through the 3 years. Well, dude, that's awesome, though. That's really cool. Like, if you can get into corporate, you were climbing. That's awesome. Happy for you, Jay. Skeptic, I appreciate you, man. I really do. I'm not trying to, like, backhand your, your encouragement. So thank you. That's pretty wicked, Jay. Very cool. Oh my gosh. Well, we're gonna need that based on how much I got hit there. I went that way the last time. Let's go down and see what happens. Oh, it's the same. It doesn't matter. That's funny, they just put 2 different exits on this. It's a stupid boss. Alright. I'm just kind of seeing how his movements are at first. My boss's boss came in and saw me just doing a dance with the seniors and he loves it. The morale has been up since I became manager. Good for you, dude. That's great. It sounds like you're doing... Sounds like you're just loving your job and actually enjoying what you do and it's paying off in dividends. Can't beat that. Good morning, Kevin. There's like 4 Mega Mans that have like a flash style move. And I think Mega Man 4 did it the best, to where you can still shoot as you flash the character. I know every senior's name, birthday, and how they take their coffee. That's awesome, man. You're a regular Aaron Brockovich. We were just talking about that movie last night, and I've seen bits and pieces of it, but she had a memory of all 600 patients. I'm sure you've seen it. Just a movie joke, but that's awesome, man. What's up, Kevin? Yeah, I like all the ones you've brought in so far. Definitely neat, Jay. I know who likes playing bridge, dominoes, watching horse racing, sports, and who goes to church. Spend time getting to know them, man. That's important. They probably appreciate you for that. You don't need someone like Happy Gilmore, like the guy from Happy Gilmore. You will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. You can trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. Oh my. Well, Samantha, hopefully you're still watching, and if you're not still watching, hopefully we see you more often. Maybe if you check this later. Thanks everybody for joining. If you're new here, say hi and join the crew. We got an awesome crew of people who talk and join in and support and all kinds of stuff. Hey, just making sure everybody, not asking for anything here, but the star icon is there, working, is there, right? You're falling asleep. Take care, Jay. Have a good one, buddy. There we go. Yeah, Jay, you probably need 16 hours of sleep. It did, however, catch what you, let's see, I did catch what you said. You're probably right. Yeah, keep coming back if you can. We'd love to see you here more often. It sucks that, you know, there's people who come in here and who are really awesome, and then all of a sudden I just don't see them anymore, you know? For those watching on Facebook, the star icon is there, right? Just making sure. Hey Jody, how you doing? Thank you, Jody, for the share. Oh no. Normally those things don't blow you all the way up to the To the ceiling. You do. Okay, good, Jody. Thank you. Awesome. Sweet. Thanks, guys. All right, we gotta not make the same mistake we did the last time. Oh gosh, I need the jet thing. Alright, after this level, I'm not going to worry about doing the Wily levels today. Just practicing the master robots. Here we go. Funny story. I caught your channel while I was on a month-long break from work. There was an unexpected shutdown for 3 weeks. Interesting. Now you've been busting your butt again, huh? Well, that's a good reason why we haven't seen you, you know, adulting is what it is, you know? She said, oh yeah. There we go, that was much better. You almost gotta have that rush jet. I do not want to be an adult anymore. Some days I hear you. Gonna give this guy the old C-flash. Happy Wednesday, saw you streaming this cool game and I'm getting married. You're getting married? Very nice. Well, congratulations. Like, you're getting married like this minute? God, who knows, said this is an underrated game. That is definitely an underrated Mega Man. Okay, fair enough. Did you just get engaged recently? John, what do these mean on here? Like, what do the Mega Man symbols mean and the E symbol? Oh, very good. Good for you, Player Mako. Yes, congratulations. All right. Let's see. All right, time for the next game, which is Ninja Gaiden. I haven't played Ninja Gaiden in a few days. All right, here we go. I think you... Oh. So they make you go through the levels again to unlock Beat? What's up, Kyle? This game is so floaty compared to Mega Man. Mega Man, your jump is like... In this game, it's like... Hey, what's going on, Niall? Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. There we go. Hey, what's up, Jake? Justin Vogel with 100 stars. Thank you so much, man.
Let's get it ADD. Flexed biceps emoji. Cool face emoji.
Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you. Getting us 1/5 of the way to level 1. Thank you so much. Can you guys believe that in in 2 days I will have been doing this for 8 years? And in less than a month I will have been doing this full time, and just this for the last 6 years. Thank you so much, you guys. This year has been slower than normal. This month has been really, really slow, but I have high hopes for the future of the channel. So the YouTube seems to be still growing. The book is growing. So thank you so much for the stars, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, 6 years is how long I've been doing it full time, and 8 years is how long I've been doing it total. I started streaming in 2017. Yeah, thank you. Doing this full time is not easy some days. It's never a hard job. I've done way tougher jobs. Sitting here and talking to the camera is not the tough part. It's dealing with the it's keeping your head mentally happy and still trying to be entertaining when your earnings aren't where you want them to be. That's tough. But luckily without knowing it, I had life kind of, I had 100% commission jobs for a long time where, I had to be happy. I had to basically some days fake it till I make it. In doing what I was doing, because, even if you're having a bad time, you still got to be pleasant with the customer, even if you're having a low sale month or whatever. And so one thing I love about this though is, like, unlike those jobs, you don't have to pressure anybody to support. People support because they want to. High hopes. He's got high hopes. I appreciate that. For real, we will continue to hope for you to do this full time for sure. I'll tell you what, those things that Justin Vogel's doing right there with the 100 stars, that's what's truly going to keep me doing this, is the support, the star support, the super chat support, if you're not able to support the channel, by sending a dono or whatever, that's great too, no worries. Just going over to my Facebook page and liking one of the videos, liking one of my short videos, commenting, sharing, everything adds up to push those small videos out, which can earn ad revenue. So make sure to like, comment, and share on those short videos, and those will get pushed out further. Either way, thank you so much. You have friends here, that's true. There we go. This is the best weapon for taking down bosses. Ashley with the supporter sticker, thank you, Ashley. Alright, here we go, on to the next area. I love Ninja Gaiden. Thank you again, Justin Vogel, for the stars. Need to get back into the habit of streaming in the mornings. I really love sleep though. I'm not getting a lot of it these days. Man, this was a good game to pick out for my second game ever, or my first game ever picked out. I went to, when I was about 7 years old, I went with my dad to a store. I forget if it was Venture or Service Merchandise, or Circuit City, I forget. Remember, I went there with the intent to get Ninja Turtles. I had just turned 7, and I ended up seeing this game and getting this instead of Ninja Turtles. And I think I got Ninja Turtles the very next year for Christmas. What's up, Philip Dodd? How you doing? This level was so tough for me as a kid. But tomorrow I'm contemplating trying Breath of the Wild in the morning. I wonder how Bloodborne would do in the morning. Justin Vogel, what kind of games do you play? What kind of games does everybody play? Marvel Rivals and Lies of P. Nice. Lies of P is like Bloodborne. That game is very tough. No, damn it. There we go, finally. Not today. There we go. Keeping that windmill shuriken is awesome on this level. Yeah, those games are awesome. That's called a Soulsborne game. That's the genre that it's in. It's a Souls-like. Another way to say it, people call it Souls-like games or Soulsborne. Have you ever played Dark Souls or Bloodborne or anything? Man, this guy just responds like a motherfucker. That happened. Damn it. That's such a terrible move to get right there when I had the windmill shuriken that would just go and come back. I for years I've been playing this, and for years I've been messing that part up. Okay, let's not mess that up again. Oh my gosh. Oh well, whatever. All right, hang tight, everybody. All right. Oh no. I played For Honor when it came out, but I was never really good at it, at that Dark Souls, the light games, but I have noticed my brain slows down. So I do not mean to be a turd, but For Honor is not a Souls game, and it plays totally different. In Souls, you use your top buttons. Oh my gosh, what the fuck? What? Oh, I know about. Okay. You think that's fair? Okay, I can see that. Despite how the moves are actually executed, the characters, I guess can be kind of similar and move the same. Okay, I respect that. I started playing. Yes, I can see that. I like For Honor. That game is really tough. There's a huge learning curve to For Honor. I got good at that game for a little while. It was always tough to find someone to play with. Although it would be fun to like maybe see a fat clat in one other person. Hey, take care, skeptic. Enjoy your breakfast. No, I'm doing okay right now. I mean, I'm just ran ragged as well. I'm tired. Yeah, I love Souls-like games. They're really good. What system are you playing Lies of P on? I remember it being an exclusive for a while, but it's on everything now, so that I wasn't sure. The game's on Game Pass and Steam. I don't know. It'd be worth a shot. I'm sure it could drive some nostalgia skeptic. What? Come on. it's worth the play, especially if you like decision mechanics. I've played Oregon Trail before, but I just don't know how well it would stream. You know what I mean? That's all. Yeah, I don't know how Oregon Trail would do. I would probably prefer to start that game though, like after, like that would have to be an ending game, because I don't know. What about the zombie version? The zombie version of what? I do not know what you're asking about. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to... What about the zombie version? Is there a zombie Oregon Trail? Really? No shit? I didn't know that. Is it on Switch? Oregon Trail. That's funny. That's really funny. I've never heard of that before. That's great. Damn it. Oregon Trail. That's funny. Yeah, I never knew that. Welcome in everybody on Facebook. We got a lot of people lurking. Who's lurking? Say hello. I'm guessing Ashley Campbell's probably still hanging out. Probably John, who knows? But who else is lurking? Justin Vogel, maybe? Jake from State Farm? From JK's One Eye Gaming? Who knows? If you guys are all just hanging out, enjoying the content, just enjoying watching, that's cool. Appreciate it. If you can, leave a heart emote or a middle finger emote or a turd emoji or something. You know, just a comment to spur the algo. Just to let me know you're here. I'm just chilling, running around the house. Fair enough, Chris. Thank you for answering, Chris. I appreciate you. So 1 out of 8 people who are watching answered. That's awesome. No, actually, that's a terrible ratio. What are y'all doing, you damn lurkers? Thank you, Kevin. Just gonna ignore ADD and just continue to watch and not act like he said to say hi. Bunch of ignoring viewers. I'm just being silly, but I really do enjoy conversation, so I try to spur it up by talking a little shit sometimes, you know? Just being silly. I'm around, struggling to stay awake this morning. Still only about 8 in my neck of the woods. Oh, yeah. Waylon, welcome in. Quincy said farts. Ah, yeah, it's almost 10 a.m. here. $10:55 a.m. there. All Eastern time. Just got here. How's it going? Good, man. Thanks for joining. Trying to unearth these lurkers. Chris Knapp and Kevin said hello, and they're not lurkers. They've said hi already. It's going good. Just live, laugh, lurk. That's funny. Boom. Here we go. Got it. Waylon Page, how you been, man? Thanks for joining. Did you guys ever play the game Thin Ice as a kid? Where you basically took a rubber band and put it around essentially what was a cup and with a tissue and made like a, you know, just a really thin tissue layer, and then you dropped marbles on it, and the person to break the first person to break the tissue loses. It is a pretty fun game. Here we go. Chris says, yes, I have. He's saying, yes, I have to the game Thin Ice. I loved that game. I enjoyed it as a kid for sure. Oh man, game's over. Alright, well, let's run around in Zelda for a little bit. I need to get back into playing Breath of the Wild. I need to finish my quest to beat Master Mode. I need to play that with the kids. Nice score. Thank you. Oh. Here we go. Let's take out Mario Maker 2. Case is over here. Ooh, I'll tell you what, one of my biggest pet peeves is when games get put in the wrong case. All right, here we go. Like one time I had to really track down a game and I could still never find it. Like I opened up Fallout. I was trying to look for, I forget what game I was trying to look for, but I had to open up. I forget what it is. But I had to open up like 3 to 4 games because one game, like I would open up and it would have another game in it, and then I would look for that game's case and open that game up, and then that would have the wrong game in it. So then I searched for that case, and while putting the games in the right cases, and then I still ended up never finding the game that I was looking for. I forget what I was looking for initially. All right. We have another location marked. Looks like we do. So let's just go there. I'm pretty sure I remember marking that. I am starting to get hungry. Anybody else have any breakfast? Or I know Moses said he was having a breakfast burrito. We don't have any tortillas right now. I don't know if this guy's more alone or not, so we'll go take down this guy first. Looks like he is. Sweet. Oh, the other guy's not noticing. There we go. Oh, now he is. Sweet. Maybe I'll get some electric arrows out of that guy. No. Boo. Welcome back, player Mako. Ah, that was awesome. Oh, sweet. Oh, there's some shock arrows. Mega Man 4 wasn't my cup of tea. Oh, you're way back.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Here we go, we can get this here now. We have a lot of rupees. Which they're good for when you come across new pieces of armor. Oh, you're not stupid. You're not the only one who does that, and I have, you know, I have done that before too. I've gone into a stream that wasn't live anymore and started talking, you know, like like it was live and then realized it wasn't live. We've all done that. And if someone says they haven't, maybe it just hasn't happened to them yet, or they're lying, you know? Yep, this is my favorite Zelda, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because you're not just locked into doing one thing. That's one thing I really love about it. You know, like I really enjoy... Yeah, it happens, exactly. Your boyfriend loves Zelda? Very nice. Got good taste in games then. Yeah, you're not just locked into having to do one thing in this game. Right, that's true. Where did it disappear to? Oh. Can I shoot it? No. There we go. Another piece of poop. Yep. I appreciate that, but let's not tag other streamers in my stream if we can. Unfortunately, some of those guys I don't get along with. I appreciate you though, if that's your top 10, but maybe next time don't tag them. And I'm not going to go into details as to who I get along with and who I don't. I'm too old to worry about it. I just know who I stay away from. Here we go. No, you're all good, man. You didn't know. Sometimes you just don't know until you know, you know? I ain't mad about it. I just, you know, I thought I asked you respectfully. That's okay. That's all right. I think you had good intentions, Moses. I ain't mad at you, brother. But what the? Oh, it's spikes, I see. Holy shit, you scared me. It's been so slow today. Thank you so much.
Coming in hot ad. How goes it, bro? You judge star go bomb emoji, gold medal emoji, fire emoji, spell emoji.
You're awesome. Thank you so much, Moses or Nick. Appreciate you, dude. You're awesome, man. Oh, dude, like I said, once again, I'm not mad. I'm not bothered. I don't think you did it maliciously. I think I addressed you pretty kindly, you know. I just explained, you know, myself calmly and kindly, and you're all good, dude. It's no big deal. Not a big deal. Yeah, not even mad. Crap. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, let's see here. I'm just gonna do a little bit of finagling. Did that work? That did work, okay. My favorite band? Dude, I hear it. It's crazy. Yeah, that's freaking nuts, man. Damn it. Wait. My favorite band. Don't say Godsmack. Oh no, I'm not a fan of Godsmack. I love Nirvana, but never ride. Oh my god, you're awful. Let's see here. It's gonna have to be either 21 Pilots or Breaking Benjamin. Anybody else is welcome to mention their favorite band. 21 Pilots or Breaking Benjamin or even like Hall. I don't know. I love Hall and Oates. You know, I mean, I could probably name 20 songs off the top of my head by Eminem. I love Eminem. I've been listening to him for a long ass time. Since 99. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of Godsmack. I really don't like that song where it's like, I'm not the one who's so far away, but if you... What's that, bud? You're thirsty? Okay. Hang on just a minute, buddy. Hang on, everybody. I will be right back. Give me just a moment here. I gotta go change a diaper and get a bottle for my kiddo.
Should Virtue, a world where warriors dwell. Old games, new fire, dark realms desire. From Castlevania's curse to the blood moon's thirst. Old Gaia, deity, rise higher, higher. Through castles deep with demons bound, crimson skies and haunted ground. In anime heroes, the power burns, and pixel winds the tiny turns. Steel and shadows, a deadly art. Blades of fury, the player's heart. Old games, new fire, dark realms desire. From Castlevania's curse to the blood moon's thirst. Old Gaia, deity, rise higher, higher. Old games, old blades, in the dark they gleam. Ancient power stitched into the dream. Controllers clatter, shadows collide in pixelated wars. No place to hide. Old guy ADD rises with fire, takes the fight higher. Challenger doomed, fate conspired. Old guy ADD, the end's desire. Dracula's castle echoes in his veins. Naruto storm wild through his brains. Alchemy bound, he shapes the fight. Dante's fury fuels his might. Will you stand? Can you last? His shadows cast. Old guy ADD rises with fire, takes the fight higher. Challenger doomed, fate conspired.
That was a lot.
Let's get dangerous.
Have a good day, Mako. Sorry I couldn't be here while you had to go. A silver bow. There we go. All right. And we got the shrine. Let's go ahead and open our Zelda notes. Thanks for sticking with me, everybody. I know I was gone a minute. I had to change a couple diapers and get a bottle. Man. Probably going to go ahead and end here pretty soon. It has been a pretty slow stream. I really appreciate the stars from Justin Vogel and Nick Lagrasso, but overall it's been really slow today. So if you guys can cross your fingers for me, this has historically been one of our slowest starts to a month. I would really super appreciate the good vibes and the hopes and the thoughts for some support to flood in like it used to. So definitely appreciate you guys being here. Thanks again for joining. I'm not ending yet, but I probably will be ending here pretty soon. I'm just going to go find maybe a couple more shrines. Try to decide what to come back with. Oh, there's another one. All right, we'll go after these two for right now. Doesn't really matter which one we go for first. Man, you can hear that wind. Look at all these apples. This is Breath of the Wild. One way that you can tell if it's Breath of the Wild or not is Rivali's Gale. Rivali's Gale is not in... If you know this game that well, I don't know if you know this game that well or not, but the powers on the top left portion of the screen are different on Tears of the Kingdom. That just depends on how well you know the two, though. Tears of the Kingdom is not a cash grab in any way, shape, or form. No fucking way is it a cash grab. I have beaten that entire game, and it is anything but a cash grab. That game is incredible. Well, you just said you... I mean, even if you said you felt it was, that still doesn't take away from the fact that you said you're glad you didn't buy it because it felt like a cash grab. Highlighting the word felt doesn't change your comment at all, and it's okay that you have that opinion, but I'm just telling you that from someone who played it, it is not a cash grab. And it's okay if you felt like it, and obviously if you didn't buy it, you still feel that way. So whether that was past tense or present, obviously if you haven't bought it yet, you probably still feel that way, which is fine. You know, but I'm just telling you from someone who has bought the game and played the living shit out of it. It is incredible. It is more of this, and it's the sequel a way a sequel should be done. A sequel should feel like the first game with way more added. You know, like honestly, they added first off, the map is totally different. Even though it's the same shape, the map is completely different. There are new places to explore galore in the map. There's an entire underground area that is explorable that is just amazing, with all new fights and all new enemies that are kind of like, you know, covered in this goop which powers them up. So an extra challenge there. There is the ability to learn how to fly and go up to the higher areas. Yeah, no, Tears of the Kingdom is amazing. They added so much more to that game. Being able to make weapons. The Gleeoks, you fight new big dragon style enemies. Yeah, Super Mario World is definitely harder than Super Mario 3. People are trying to tell me that Mario 3 is harder than Mario World. Dude, there's let's see, not being a hater, but isn't the consensus that Wild was better than Tears by the fans? Like Wild was the game and Tears was the expansion for the super fans? No. That may be like what you've maybe read online from a few opinions, but no, Tears of the Kingdom. Let's see here. Let's just do a little research here. How many copies of Zelda Breath of the Wild sold?
Zelda Breath of the Wild has sold over 34 million copies across Nintendo Switch.
How many copies of Tears of the Kingdom were sold?
Tears of the Kingdom sold over 22.15 million copies, making it one of the best-selling games for Nintendo Switch. It had a massive launch, selling 10 million units in just 3 days.
So, yeah, no, it sold 22 million units. It may not have sold as many as Breath of the Wild, but 22 million is still nothing to snub your nose at. That's a lot of it's a lot of copies sold. No, that may be what you've read from a couple people in forums, but no, that's not the case at all. And I'm telling you from someone who's actually played it, you know. I know my friend Kelly, Debbie, and a lot of people in the community, Fat Clat. A lot of people in the community have played Tears of the Kingdom and absolutely love it. No, it is an amazing game. I would just try it for yourself. You know, that's what I would recommend doing, is just play it. And I don't think you're being a hater by asking questions and asking, this is what I heard, what do you think? I think you're asking good questions. You're being genuine, and you know. So yeah, I don't think there was anything wrong with your questions, and I don't think you're being a hater. Even if I would just recommend trying it, because being able to build shit in that game is so fucking fun. I'm not a huge Zelda fan, but the new ones kept me busy, yes. Yep, nope, they are good. I only messed with the originals up to Ocarina of Time, nothing against the new ones, but I just haven't looked into them. They're really good. They're fun. If you like Oblivion or Skyrim or open world games or just a good challenge with a great combat system and, you know, an awesome bow and arrow system. And a neat cooking system. That was 4 sneezes. Hey everybody! Oh, you're playing Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I did about an hour and a half of retro, and then I was like, yeah, let's play a little bit of Breath of the Wild. Yeah, but in my opinion, Breath of the Wild should end after this year. A lot of people are crying about wanting a real dungeons back, no weapon break limit. You know, personally, I think the people who are crying about the weapon break limit need to just suck it up. Honestly, from someone who's spent about 2,000 hours between the two games, I can tell you that I actually honestly enjoy the weapon break system, because how often have you gone through an RPG where you can't find a new weapon for anything? Like, you're stuck with the same weapon for a couple hundred hours. I like personally that I have a sword that I can use. I have a boomerang sword. I have this big ass sword. I have this big ass sword. I have this thing. I love the fact that I can, you know, use all these different weapons, and yeah, they break, but that just makes you strategize on which one you should use first. I personally think the people who are bitching about it are just not good at the game. Honestly, people who haven't really put that much time into it. Anybody can have an opinion, but you're talking to someone who's dumped tons of hours into this game. So personally, I would, you know, I'd take the opinion of the guy who has played the hell out of the game, you know, versus the guy who, you know, is just writing on a forum who probably hasn't actually put any time into it. And let's see here. Yeah, and actually there are real dungeons in this game. I mean, just because this... Look, I've played through all of Zelda 1 with save states. I've played through all of Zelda 2, you know, of course, with save states and stuff like that. Doesn't negate the fact that I've beaten them. I've beaten Zelda 2 twice. I've beaten Link to the Past twice. I've beaten Ocarina of Time once. I've beaten... let's see here. I've beaten Wind Waker before. And I can tell you this, that the beasts, they are dungeons. No matter how hard someone wants to argue it, I will argue with them all day that the beasts are dungeons. I know one person who will argue with me till the tears come, till the cows come home, and they'll tell me that I'm wrong, and I don't really give a fuck what they say. They think this is just an adventure game. I like the person. I think he's a really good person, but at the same time, they will argue with me all day that this is not a Zelda game. We need a Dark Zelda again. You haven't played Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is a Dark Zelda. These are just Zeldas that don't make you do one thing to progress. You know, like in Ocarina of Time or in Link to the Past, there's one specific thing you must do to continue the story. And the only real difference between these and those games, coming from someone who has played them, is this game doesn't make you do something just to move forward. Hear me out. I love Breath of the Wild, but I don't want to be Zelda from this point on. Twilight Princess and Wind Waker were in the same generation. I'm open to your points. Fair enough. They're just good games, man. You know. Yeah, yes, I know who that is. They are dungeons. Yes, they are dungeons. Exactly. I mean, I would say form your own opinion. You know, play the games. You know, play them all. and then form your own opinion, because that's what I've done. Is I've played the originals and I've played the new ones, and I can tell you that I really enjoy the level of choice that you have in these games versus the other ones that make you do one specific thing to move forward. And you know, honestly, I mean, personally, I would rather have, you know, the doing the dungeons in those Zelda games is honestly just daunting at times. You know, like, it really is. I get bored kind of doing tons of dungeons like that, you know, like especially like in like that's all those games really are. Like if you play, you know, Link to the Past, you have a little bit to do outside, you collect 2 or 3 items, dungeon, you know, and then you know, you go out of there, you collect 2 or 3 more items, dungeon. You're just constantly in a dungeon. I personally like exploring the landscape. You know, and I know you can explore the landscape in there, but there's really only so much you can do. People base opinions on others rather than playing the actual game. Yeah, that's true too. Yep. Now, if I didn't play the original Zeldas, if I hadn't beaten, and it doesn't matter if I'm an expert in them or if I've played them all multiple times, I've played them, you know. See, that looked easy, but that wasn't easy to figure out, you know. Like, this is still a dungeon, and there's 120 of these mini dungeons. 120 plus in Tears in Tears of the Kingdom, they did bring dungeons back. There are dungeons in Tears of the Kingdom. There's literally a water temple in it's temples in Tears of the Kingdom, but they're just stationary rather than not like walking beasts. And honestly, the shit that you do in the dungeons in this ain't much different from what you do in there. You're just going to a room, pressing you're standing on a platform, or you're shooting something to make something happen, you know? So really, at the end of the day, honestly, they're both Zeldas. One's open world and one's not, you know? You know, both games, though, you're shooting on a platform, you're stepping on a pressure plate, you know, that's all you're really doing in Zelda games anyway. You know, either you're grapple hooking or you're using your parachute, and a parachute has been in several games, you know. You could use a parachute in hold on just a second. Yeah, I would recommend just to try it on your own. You know, try Tears of the Kingdom, try, you know, Breath of the Wild. It's most definitely not just an expansion. It is literally a continuation of the story. Because can I ask you a question, Phoenix? Have you beaten Breath of the Wild? Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, don't you wonder what happened? I wondered what happened. And the ending to Tears of the Kingdom is incredible.
The original Zelda is trash. Talk about boring as games. Yeah, I said it. NES Zelda plays as a better coaster for my coffee cup than a game. I have an original copy and it's a great doorstopper.
Oh my
Ha
gosh.
ha ha, kiss my foffa.
It's my papa. Yeah. Don't you wonder what happened? Like, what happened to Zelda? You know? I mean, it's definitely not just an expansion. You know, there's a whole continuation of the story. I won't spoil the ending for you. But honestly, if you haven't played it, the ending was incredible. It was probably, you got to think of Zelda, and you don't have to, but Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is like a part 1 and part 2. You know, it's like, you know, how Lord of the Rings is one big cohesive story. You know, it's the two games are one big cohesive story. I'm going to have 3 sunny side up eggs after this. Probably going to be ending here after this dungeon, I'd say. The story was nothing... Was a nothing burger in Breath of the Wild? What? I'm sorry. You know, I like you as a person, but your opinion is terrible.
Hera is worshipped as the goddess of the land. Villagers' offerings to her tend to be vegetables rather than meat. Sounds like she's been lively due to a decrease in root donations lately. Self-sufficiency is taking root in Kakariko village, so perhaps fewer see the value in meat.
The story is literally the same as any other Zelda. And you actually get storyboard. It's the first Zelda to where you get live story. No, it's absolutely not a nothing burger. What? That your reasoning doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. No, like I'm sorry. Like I couldn't disagree more. Definitely not as a nothing burger. There was warriors about 100 years ago who got defeated by Ganon and turned into evil creatures that you have to defeat and get them on your side to help you lessen the power of Ganon to be able to destroy him. No way, dude, seriously, I'm sorry, but you must have not done all the stories, like finding all the different like, you know, like the places where you find the whatever they are. I forget what they're called. I am insane. Don't character attack. I never character attacked you. I said your opinion was terrible. Now you're calling me insane, considering you've never even played the game. The story of Breath of the Wild isn't even there. You didn't pay attention. You didn't beat the story. Don't character attack me just because you disagree with me. I said your opinion was a terrible opinion. I didn't say you were a terrible person. Don't call me insane just because I disagree with you. You've never played the game, so I'm sorry, you can't really have an opinion. There's no plot? Are you kidding me? You're saying there's no plot. The plot is Ganon turned these warriors evil, and you have to make them good again to help you lower the defenses of Ganon to defeat him. That's the plot. You never played the game all the way. You probably didn't actually go through and get all the different... There's 13 different little hidden stories throughout the game that you can get of Zelda. Yeah, don't call me insane just because you disagree with me. There is most definitely a plot. Sorry, if you're going to call me insane, I'm going to call you an idiot for never having played the game and having such a firm opinion when you don't really have an opinion because you've never actually played the games all the way through. Like, you've never played this game all the way through, and you've never, played Tears of the Kingdom, so you don't know. You don't really have an opinion, to be honest with you, and anything you're saying is just what you've read on forums, but you're talking to someone who's actually played the games. No, they weren't. You're just trolling at this point. You just don't like the game, and that's okay. You know, I'll accept that you just don't like the series. You're allowed to dislike it, but don't call me insane because you disagree with me, and don't say the game doesn't have a plot. The game absolutely has a plot. No. And they absolutely were not trash. They were great, but once again, you are just a hater, because a hater is someone who just doesn't like it for no reason. Like you are just a hater, actually. You should play Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. No thanks. Let's see here. There we go. All right, let's keep building things up here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. I'll take the upgrade on that. What's up, Tim? How are you? Oh, we'll be able to climb a lot faster here. Oh, geez Louise. You did attack me. You called me insane. And I'm not getting riled up. I don't know why you're trying to project your... Obviously, you're riled up if you're saying that. Why are you so hurt? What are you talking about? That's a tactic in order to try to win a conversation, to make someone seem like their emotions are, you know, greater than they should be, and you're not going to do that to me. Sorry. That's a tactic that I'm not falling for. Obviously, you're the one who's hurt if you're saying that. Because you're the one who character attacked me by calling me insane over a video game opinion. And coming also from someone who has never played the game. But I have remained calm in my conversation. And even if I get a little riled up, there's nothing wrong with having passion and, you know, for what you enjoy. And especially when you're talking to someone who's basing their opinion off of nothing. You're literally basing your opinion off of nothing. You character attacked me by calling me insane. You called me insane. You said you are insane. You said, LOL, you are insane. That is a character attack. Rather than actually having played the game and having, you know, an opinion based on that, you're basing your opinion on what you've read on online forums, and you're calling me insane for my opinion. All right, now let's go get that dungeon or the shrine. Sorry for calling you insane. If I was talking to you in person, I mean, still, once again, point is you're basing your opinion off of nothing. Like, you haven't actually played the game that you're arguing about. Why don't you play the game and then tell me what you think? And until then, you don't really, you know, you haven't played the game to actually have an opinion. And that's unfortunately just true. That's a irrefutable fact. His opinions are based off of his feelings. That's true. Your opinions are based off of what you've read online rather than actually playing it. I'm not mad at you, honestly. I just think that I just personally think that I would, you know, I think that you should actually play the game before forming such a strong opinion. That's all I'm saying. You know, I think that, you know, like I think your opinion about the story being a nothing burger is incorrect. Let's see here. You know, but that's okay. You know, I don't dislike you because we disagree, but I don't like being called insane because someone disagrees with me. You know, form an opinion, not a character attack, and form an opinion by playing the game. You know, unfortunately that's the kind of stuff people do in politics nowadays. People in politics would rather just call each other a name, you know, rather than unfortunately that's the way a lot of people think that arguments are solved, is by hurting the person more, you know, by trying to say the meaner thing rather than actually basing it off an opinion. Anyway. All right. I am probably going to have to look up how this dungeon is complete. But no, mad at you? No. I don't know you enough to be mad at you. I can argue with someone and keep my feelings separate from that. But I'm not going to be character attacked in an argument based on whether someone's played a video game or not. I said the game that I spent time and rolled credits had a weak nothing burger story. That's a fair critique. Sure, I mean I think you're wrong about that. For sure. That's okay. You know, once again, I'm allowed to think that you're wrong, right? You know, just like you think that I'm wrong. I'm allowed to think that you're incorrect. You know, I don't think that the story is a nothing burger. I thought the story was very good, and when you complete the two, the story makes sense. Maybe the reason why you think the story is a nothing burger is because you only have half the story. You know, the other half of the story of this game is wrapped up in Tears of the Kingdom. But either way, that's okay. I'm kind of bored of the conversation by now anyway. All right. Let's see. I don't know what shrine I'm on, but I think it's going to be best if I Hey, you two. Take care. I guess we'll maybe see you again. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and save. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here on YouTube. Take care, everybody.